أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. Seek refuge from this cursed Satan in the name of God, the most gracious, the most merciful. May the peace and blessings of Allah, the Creator, be upon Prophet Muhammad and all his companions. This is just a response. I believe his name is really fast.
Today's video is actually a repeat of a video I made before.
Venom Fang X.
Inappropriate.
And
I didn't say anything sexually explicit.
He's talking about, he posted a video and he said Disproving Islam, and I read one thing and then Disproving Islam with 3 words, and people flagged him, and it's okay. I mean, I wouldn't flag his video. I would flag something like Star Scratcher, Star Catcher, whatever the other person is really using a lot of profanity. I think the brother here is, trying to learn, or so we should give him, the opportunity to say whatever he says, and but maybe I guess some of the things that he said were, pedophile and child molester and rapist that people got, pissed with. But anyway, I will try to just give you really fast a few pointers of what you're wrong, my friend. Really, I mean no disrespect, and I respect you, and because in Islam we're supposed to, and I guess you're Christian, Surah Al-Kabut tells us, do not speak, do not argue with the people of the books except with the best of means, and we'll try to do that, inshallah, and I urge all the Muslims to do that. So anyway, this is a reply to your video, and you said that you can disprove Islam just because Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, married Aisha. So I really respect you, and your, I'm not sure exactly at, the level of knowledge that you have about Islam or Christianity or anything like that, and I don't mean to insult you. But this is not even a matter of faith, actually. This is more like anthropology, or, studies of social issues with regards to change in time, with regards to change in cultures. So if you actually, I take some classes that concentrate on some anthropology issues, on some societal issues, and with change in history. And I mean, how did you disprove Islam with this? I don't understand. So if the Prophet, peace be upon him, married a girl who was young, very, very young, and because today's society flags that as, as abuse, or abuse implies that, for example, I go and I rape a girl, I beat her, I do something to her that she doesn't consent to, right? That's abuse. But for example, like my wife, right? She agreed to marry me, right? She's, she was 19 when we got married, right? Some people, that's young. In the case of Aisha, peace be upon her, may Allah be pleased with her, she fully consented to the marriage. If he were to rape her, he would have raped her and molested her when she was 5. Why did he have to wait? That's my question. Why do you have to wait till he was 9? He could have just, they're right there, 5 years old, if he was this person who had this carnal, desires to have sex with a little girl, right? So he would have right away, 5 years old, that's when it says, right? You quoted the hadith, okay? And I just want to ask you, please, if you can respond to me, what is a hadith, first of all? What is that hadith that you're reading about? Do you know anything about hadith? I think it's not Christian-like to speak of things that you don't know about, to bring, information that you might not even have a clue about. So if you can respond, please, with a nice video, tell me about that. And if you really want to learn, inshallah, by the will of God, we can teach you. We can, kind of push that hatred from your heart, and because you're looking at these things when you spoke, right? You said he was a child molester, he was this. It was really, we felt, maybe that's why the Muslims, probably flagged the videos, that they felt that hatred. And I want to ask you, is that really? I don't think that's what Jesus teaches. That guy's a pedophile, blah blah blah. You accuse someone and you don't even know anything about that person. When was Prophet Muhammad born? What was his life? Do you know anything about what he did? About who he was, and so I don't think you know anything about that. So if you before you do that, you shouldn't really speak about things that it's not. I don't think it's appropriate. I don't think Jesus himself would be pretty happy about that. So I do urge you to study some anthropology, the way how things change in societies and culture, and see what becomes allowed and what's not allowed. Like, for example, as I said before, please watch my video about Aisha, the wife of the Prophet, the young wife of the Prophet. If you go on my website, you will find it there. And I've talked about this. And really, it's no one had any problem with Prophet Muhammad marrying Aisha at the time, because it was just something culturally acceptable at the time, right? Only you find it 100 years, 150 years, when the missionaries went to these countries and thought about these things, right? And these things became norms right now. And not even probably this issue arose within the last 50 years. Oh, Muhammad married, if you look in all the books of, Prophet, all these Prophet of Doom and Mark Spencer and blah, blah, blah. All these books, they've just been written not too long ago. These people came with this problem. Oh my God, because we think in our side that it's wrong, oh, look what Muhammad did, he was a rapist. And first of all, he married Aisha, okay? So unlike other people who cheat on their wives and rape other little girls and blah blah, okay? So he married Aisha, which means consent, okay? She consented, okay? Second of all, women or girls in that time were different. Why did he wait till 9 years, to consummate marriage? Because she reached puberty then and she was a woman, okay? And like the definition of a woman today in this society is, 9-year-old girls still play with dolls here. So I hope it's kind of clear a bit, and